The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him 30 yards there.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep. And
he'll be brought down by the Colts.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now it's Luck. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And James has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, and not be deterred by anything else.
Go ahead.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that one.
And they'll work it inside. 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, while we have a second here, how about we get bold and make a couple Super Bowl predictions?
Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and put ourselves on the spot.
Just more fodder for the angry people. What do you think? Who's going to win it? Who's going to be the MVP?
Well, my prediction for this one is the New England Patriots win the football game. They win it 32-30.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability and a sack.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but
and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 29 yards. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Get the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's got room. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. To throw is Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Margus Hunt continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Garoppolo again. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis from 3 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is Hines, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. A shotgun snap for Love. Escaping the pressure right. to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some room to roam now. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's Hines. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, Cousins. And the throw here, that's complete. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. And maybe just lucky to get that pass away.
And maybe should have held on to it because I don't know what you thought. That didn't look like the primary receiver to me.
No, I think it was.
I agree. I think he's coming over a secondary target. Maybe in that situation, you don't.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that because you may catch him with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 54 yards. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Here we go. Throwing is Cousins. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people called an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence, and it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball, they scored. No one talked about anything, but boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They pitch it out to Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Cousins now to throw on first down. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Now Cousins. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and
now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down. Here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's going to get this one across, but that clock rolling. On first down, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin. In after that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mariota hands to Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Look at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. final play of the half here. Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mariota now on 2nd down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Daniil Hunter coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota rolling to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe you're like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Mariota. Flushed out right. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Spinning past him. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Throwing. Mariota goes underneath for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Play fake. Cousins. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing here, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Two.
Cousins to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Bring the energy. Let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
All right, now here we go. The hut. Eddie.
A road win in the National matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. That's fielded in the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tommy Lee Lewis with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Saints have taken the early lead. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd.
There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Rodgers now on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Brees. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn, 35 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now Breeze on third down. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Flush to his right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from the 20. And the Packers are back within a score. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw is Breeze. He'll let it fly. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 21. Breeze now on 1st down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He'll get it up the middle. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. he's going to go on fourth down. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Powers through. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Kill.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Steps away to his left. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith left right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? You ready?
Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Thomas the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A dump underneath to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
We are going.
Again, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And so get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And Graham's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Zoom, zoom.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Jones. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, that totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Kill.
On second down, here's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Breeze to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Gonna throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Benjamin Watson. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved out in front. Such an art to dot the I. Just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their feet to get down in bounds.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
For conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll go again to Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Demario Davis there on the stop.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. On the ground, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run it with Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here we go.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Ready. You waiting?
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Ready. You waiting?
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, That allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One final try now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Easy. Ready. Like that.
Bree's going to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.